It is time to cast our votes. Do we surrender Prince Roland, or do we protect him from those who would do him harm? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I am so sorry.
I agree.
Please forgive me.
You won me over.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided. Surrendering Prince Roland is the only way we can survive.
So be it.
The decision is made. This is the path we walk.
Was there truly no other way?
Roland.
Say no more. Thank you for sheltering me, my friend. The choice you have made is wise and just. Go forward with your heads high.
House Wolfort surrenders their charge, Prince Roland, at Gustadolf's behest, sparing themselves from the Duchy's wrath. House Tellior surrenders their land, also buying their reprieve. Lord Silvio bends the knee, declaring absolute devotion to their Aesfrosti masters. House Falks surrenders nothing, the last of the high houses to remain loyal to their fallen king. News of their countrymen's capitulations shocks Lord Landroy, leaving him with a grave choice to make.
I've brought the prince, Your Grace.
Gustadolf, you traitorous bastard! You'll pay for what you've done to my family! Mark my words!
Easy there, Avlora. We need him alive, after all.
I am sworn to do all in my power to keep you from harm, Your Grace.
The boy is overcome with emotion, and who could blame him? Perhaps this will quell his rage a bit.
Cordelia!
Brother! Let him go.
Indulge her, Avlora.
Oh, brother! Thank the heavens you're safe. They didn't hurt you, did they?
I'm fine. I thought I'd never see you again. Let us speak after. Surely the Archduke will afford us that small mercy.
Yes. Later, then.
Prince Roland, You are well aware of the position Glenbrook finds itself in, yes? Your kingdom is ours. House Tellior and House Wolfort have both bent the knee. Among the three high houses, only House Folks still proves recalcitrant.
You mean for me to convince Lord Landroy to submit?
Oh, nothing so tedious as that. I want you to order his death. I'm certain House Wolfort would be more than happy to oblige.
You're mad! I won't be a mouthpiece to your cruelty.
I know you've only just come into your responsibility, so allow me to offer a word of advice. A prince's first thought should ever be of his people.
What are you saying?
Landroy will not stand idly by for long. When he acts, and act he will, this land will once again be consumed by the fires of war. It is your duty as prince to quench that fire while it is yet kindling, lest you rule over a kingdom of corpses when all is done. You see that I am right, Your Highness. Give the order.
Twould seem the rumors were true, my lord. House Wolfort has delivered Prince Roland into Aesfrost's clutches. And House Tellior, my lord, they too have... My lord?
My good man, when you look at this painting, what do you feel?
It is our home. As beautiful and verdant in reality as it is depicted by a master's brush.
Indeed. It is a treasure, our land. Its safekeeping entrusted to us by His Majesty King Regna. May his soul rest in peace. An honor without equal. A duty worth fulfilling. At all and any cost. A duty I will not shirk from. Now or ever.
Phallus, enjoying yourself, are you? I do wish you'd learn to temper your vices, brother.
And I wish you'd learn to live a little, sister. Well then, what is it?
We leave for the Falk's domain at once.
I thought those Wolfort dogs were to do the deed. Why must we go?
You really must use your head more often. The one atop your shoulders, that is. When have you ever known a dog to be obedient without some good measure of discipline?
Indeed. Very well then, dear sister. I shall be ready anon.
What? Invade the Folk's domain?
Such was the edict delivered to us by the Aesfrosti messenger.
Ludicrous. They would have the high houses turn on one another? We should be treating with house faults, not stabbing them in the back.
Doubtless the archduke has little regard for honor between houses. He views the Falk's land as a fruit ripe for plucking.
One which they would pluck for themselves. Or have us pluck for them, rather.
The decree was signed in Prince Roland's own hand.
Lies! His hand was forced.
Indeed, by my brother. And if we disobey, the Archduke would have good reason to make an example of us.
Gustadolf wins either way. We're trapped.
And yet, no trap is infallible, my lord. There must be a way to avoid the civil war the Archduke is intent on causing.
Aye, and I reckon Lord Landroy's of the same mind. He's the last man who wants to see countrymen slaughtering each other.
Agreed, but we must tread carefully.
If indeed it is the land itself that Gustadolf desires, perhaps an exchange can be arranged.
An exchange of what? Territory?
Just so. House Tellior negotiated similar terms. Far from ideal, to be certain, but preferable to the alternative. Whether Lord Landroy will be amenable to such terms, however, is another matter entirely.
Still, it is our best chance. Let us treat with Lord Landroy. In the meantime, Aesfrost must believe that we are playing along. Advance our forces to the Folk's domain.
Yes, my lord.
Milord, are you off to battle again?
Aye, by the royal family's decree. And I have need of able-bodied men.
Return victorious, my lord!
Worry not. We shall.
Why, if it isn't the young Lord Wolffort?
Minister Patriot, I had not heard that you were paying a visit to our domain.
Ah, Lord Wolffort, pray do not concern yourself on my account. My work here is all but done, and it is time I was on my way. I must commend you, my lord, for keeping order and harmony in your domain despite the rather unfortunate recent events. Most admirable indeed. At the end of the day, our duty is to the throne, not to the man who sits in it. In times of uncertainty, we must value order above all else. I would encourage you to remember that.
I can see the merit in that. Thank you for your wisdom.
Heed it well, and I have no doubt many years of prosperity await you and yours under Aesfrosti rule. By your leave, my lord.
What news from House Wolffort, my lord?
The Archduke has ordered them to march on our domain in Prince Roland's name. A clever ploy, if true. No matter the outcome, Aesfrost profits. However, House Wolffort claims to have no intention of blindly following these orders. They seek to parley, that we might together find a way to prevent the fall of the three high houses.
How will you respond, my lord?
How indeed. The Wolfforts handed over His Highness to save their own hides, hardly an act that warrants our trust. That said, their desire to avoid bloodshed is no doubt sincere, if only to bide time to lick their wounds. And somehow, I suspect there may be more to this stratagem of theirs.
My lord, then you...
I shall grant them audience. Pen the reply.
At once, my lord.
Prince Roland has passed his decree. The complete decimation of House Falks is the order of the day. A chilling command, which would see one of Glenbrook's 3 high houses reduced to bloody rubble. Though penned in the prince's hand, the order was not his own. Forcing his hand was Archduke Gustadolf, a specter over his shoulders until the ink had dried. House Wolfort is given the command to uproot their erstwhile countrymen, and with heavy hearts, they march. However, the young Serenoa bears hope. Hope that bloodshed can be stopped. Hope that Lord Landroy can be convinced to see reason. Hope that the day is not far off when the realm will know peace again.
Oh, the Wolforts have been ordered to bring down House Falks, you say?
It would appear so. They entreat us for arms and provisions for the battle ahead.
A request we will deny, of course. I leave it to you to concoct a convincing reason.
Consider it done.
I do believe this little conflict between countrymen will play to our benefit. No doubt Landroy will spare no effort as he makes his last stand. Our day draws near, Booker, and we must make every preparation for its arrival.
And so it shall be.
The Falklands truly are the jewel of Glenbrook.
Aye. I don't see Landroy giving them up easily, even if it comes to war.
And that is why we will not simply give them up. We shall negotiate such that benefits may be reaped by all parties. Lord Landroy first among them. He is a reasonable man, yes?
That he is, my lord. But we cannot hope to make him see reason if we cannot speak to him face to face.
Aesfrosti forces muster at the border. They're preparing to advance.
Aesfrost? What treachery is this?
While we were preparing for the parley, they snuck up on us unawares. What shall we do, my lord?
So the Wolford dogs have already learned some tricks from their new master, eh?
We await your command, my lord.
Split our forces in two. Send one regiment to the border. I shall lead the other to meet House Wolford in the field.
Aye, my lord.
We'll defend King Regna's gift until the last of us falls. The history shall know that House Fox did not bend the knee. Enough of your schemes, you traitorous dog.
Lord Landroy, what is the meaning of this?
His arrow's already knocked. What happened to manners, old friend?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? For me to give you a hearty embrace while Aesfrost cuts me down from behind. Ha! A shameful scheme befitting the cowards who abandoned our prince.
Are you mad? We haven't a clue what Aesfrost is scheming.
Lies! I'll listen to the slithering of snakes no further.
We've been swindled. Gustadolf meant to force this battle from the start. Damn it all.
Ash in the wind?
Smoke from the village. The houses burn!
What madness is this, Landroy? You would set your own home ablaze?
And what would you have me do with it? Leave it for Aesfrost to pillage and plunder? The only thing those bastards will get from me is an arrow through the eye!
They set their arrows alight!
Landroy, no! There must be another way.
There is no other way, boy. Your treachery saw to that. King Regna, it will not be long ere I stand by your side again.
He leaves us no recourse. Swords!
I live to serve.
Understood. My shield is impregnable.
Burn those traitorous Wolford curs to a crisp! If you must raise the land itself, then so be it!
Yes, my lord. He'll turn this place into a blazing inferno. We'll be blind on the battlefield.
While he maintains the advantageous position, the flames will afford us no quarter.
Come, show us what stuff cowards are made of!
There is no mercy on the battlefield. This must work.
Glenbrook shall be avenged!
Your orders? Shall we dance? Take this!
On my honor as the Dawn Speaker.
There!
The hunt is on. Try this.
Let me return the favor.
From where shall we strike?
That hit the mark.
Cute.
Ready or not, here I come! Whatever you can do!
Allow me.
I shall do what I can.
Go swiftly.
Thank you!
At your command.
This bout is mine.
Ow!
I see a path to victory.
Glenbrook shall be avenged!
Time to work.
A loud sound strike. The victory is within reach.
I shall protect you.
Shall we dance?
Take this!
On the honor of the High Houses! Together with these fields, today you burn. On guard!
I fight for peace.
This battle is ours.
From where shall we strike?
Let the show begin! Have one of these! Did I make a mistake?
Let us pry out their weakness.
Cool heads shall prevail. Allow me.
Are you in need? That went well. Got it.
My turn. Sound strike. Sound strike.
On the honor of the High Houses! Take this!
On my honor as the Dawn Spear.
On it! That went well.
I will end this.
Choices. Think you can catch me? Dance, you poor thing.
For the honor of House Wolford. Death from above! That hit the mark.
I won't give in. Try this.
Where to next? Whatever you can do!
There is no mercy on the battlefield. My turn!
Yeah. Glenbrook shall be avenged! Ah!
I shall do
Get
what I can.
you deserve!
Allow me. Yes, this will do.
Are you in need? Well wasn't it? Got it.
Oh, careless.
Your orders? Take this.
Take
I
this.
needed that.
I will end this.
With the powers in me.
Prepare to face the Dawn Spear. All shall yield before my spear.
This isn't good.
Glenbrook shall be avenged! You get what you deserve!
I shall try my level best. This must work.
From where shall we strike?
Too obvious. Time to take flight. This ends now!
Let the show begin! Whatever you can do!
I will end this.
This'll hurt. This'll hurt. Too obvious.
I stand ready. On guard!
Let me heal your wounds. 'Tis but a trifle.
I will end this.
Flames, heed my call!
I shall protect you.
Now what to do?
Think you can catch me?
Delectable.
On the honor of the High House, long live the King!
Let us pry out their weakness.
From where shall we strike?
Careless!
I'll do my best!
Thank you. The hunt is on. Take aim.
My turn.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Flames, heed my call!
At your command. Yeah.
If I still breathe, I still fight. Prepare yourself!
I shall do what I can. Victory goes to the quick.
Sensational. Shall we dance? Light as a butterfly.
I shall try my level best.
An underhand.
Oh, no! Ready or not, here I come!
I won't let you do that!
Forward!
Your orders? You won't escape.
Let me return the favor.
Time to take flight. Victory is ours!
If I still breathe, I still fight. Farewell!
Allow me. Flames, heed my call!
Shall we dance? Dance, poison!
God, Your Majesty, know that I served you true until the end.
wasted effort.
Are you in need? I won't stand for it! Painful, wasn't it?
Cool heads shall prevail. Be at ease.
I shall try my level best.
Preparation is key.
At your command. Got you now!
Time to work.
This'll hurt.
Defeat is not an option.
Ha! Let the show begin! Whatever you can do!
The hunt is on.
Death must wait. Look carefully. It ends!
Now what to do? Light as a butterfly.
It's over. We've won.
And what have we won? Landroy has seen to it that nothing shall escape these flames. What victory can be had over ashes?
My lord.
So this is how it ends.
It would seem the townsfolk evacuated before the battle.
Landroy's doing, no doubt.
War is a miserable sight, no matter who your foe. But when that foe is your own countryman...
Are these the wages of loyalty? Raised earth and burnt corpses.
Let us return. We are done here.
Atop what remains of Glenbrook's former high houses, Gustadolf lays the foundation for his new dominion. With the taste of bitter victory still in their mouths, the members of House Walfort await with heavy hearts the trials the morrow is sure to bring.
Thought you'd be here. Tell it true. Do you really reckon we can best Gustadolf?
Victory will not come easily, this is for sure. We have a chance, however, and we must needs take it.
You've always had a fire in your eyes, Benedict. It's heartening indeed.
'Tis not easy to keep hope, but keep it we must. We cannot submit quietly to an inglorious fate. My duty is to House Wolfort, first and foremost, and I would be remiss if I were to think otherwise.
The recent days have seen rising lawlessness near the border. Doubtless the consequence of the instability in Glenbrook.
In Indeed.
Lord Svarog, forgive me. I forget myself, my lord.
It's too late for that. Out with it.
My lord, the bulk of our forces are occupied abroad, leaving only scant numbers at home. The longer this campaign continues, the more fraught the situation within our borders becomes.
Your concern is duly noted, Sicris. Rest assured that the Archduke is not ignorant to such issues. And besides, strength of arms is not the only means by which order is maintained. The time has come to gird our nation with fire and steel.
Fire and steel, my lord?
Yes. We shall fulfill our duty at last.
Cordelia, what's wrong?
Brother,
Calm yourself. Take a deep breath. Now, tell me what happened.
I heard them talking. I wasn't supposed to, but I heard them. Thalos and... Oh, Roland. The Archduke. He means to order your execution.
Grave news, my lord. Prince Roland is to be beheaded at the Archduke's decree.
What? On what grounds?
For inciting unrest by ordering the invasion of the Falk's domain.
The gall of that man!
Furthermore, House Wolfert has been invited to attend the execution. Our presence is mandatory.
Ah, of course it is. That sneak.
Do you mean to go?
We dare not disobey the summons. The consequences would almost certainly be dire.
Are we just dogs to answer his beck and call?
My lady. Please, I understand. But we have no choice.
I know this, and I apologize. It's just that there are things we must protect. Things I must protect. Lest we lose what makes us human.
News of Prince Roland's coming execution is carried far and wide. In the blink of an eye, the kingdom of Glenbrook is no more. The realm reels from the tragic turn of events. Prince Roland's death marks an uncertain change in the flow of history. A change which none in the Old Kingdom have the power to reverse. However, the eruption of conflict in the region does not go unnoticed by its neighbors. In the holy state of Heisent, opportunistic hearts stir.
My dearest friend has been sentenced to die, and there is naught I can do. What use is a lord's position if he can't even save those closest to him?
Serenoa, you mustn't.
Is it true? Another ravenous dog is stirring?
It is. We face none other than Minister Sorsley End, one of the Saintly Seven. It seems he means to take our domain for his own.
House End? Their position in Heisent has been in decline for some time.
Doubtless, Sorsley means to use the Walford domain to bolster his flagging influence.
My lord, our soldiers have had scarce little time to rest since our last battle. I fear for their morale if they were forced to take the field against Heisent.
Is there naught we can do?
We have sent request for aid to House End more than once, my lord. However, our pleas have always fallen on deaf ears. Doubtless Sorsley has been biding his time to strike.
Then it is too late for words. There must be something we can do to avoid straining our already ragged forces.
There is, my lord. However...
I dread the words that follow however when they come from you.
Let us ask the Archduke for assistance.
Are you mad, Benedict?
We must needs focus on the matter in front of us. If we weather this storm, we may see that it has unearthed unseen opportunities. However, if we let Sorsley's advance continue unabated, I'm afraid retreat may be our only option.
You are right, as usual. Very well. Ready a bird.
So you can peer through time. How did you come to possess such a power?
I cannot say. I've been having these visions for as long as I can remember.
Were I able to see the future like you, I could be of more use to House Wolfort.
It isn't all good, you know. Sometimes you see things you wish you hadn't. I saw myself being abandoned by my mother.
He is in your hands now. Here is the money we agreed upon. Take this, too.
Thank you for your generosity. I shall take good care of him.
You shall speak of this to no one. Make sure he wants for nothing. I will return for you one day, Quahog. Until that time, be good.
And then the vision ends. Whenever I think of my mother, I always see that woman. I don't understand it at all, but I know that lady is my mother. She promised she would return, but she never came back. I've asked the villagers what my mother gave them, but they claim to have received nothing. I know I saw it, though.
Have you had visions of your mother since?
No. She left me after all. Oh, Mother. Why? And where are you now?
Quahog.
Your Excellency, our troops have boarded and are awaiting your orders.
Good. Stand by until I give the order to depart. We make for the Wolfort domain. Upon the foundations of their keep, we shall build the glory of House End. Tell the troops, they shall be well rewarded for their feats of bravery this day.
Yes, Your Excellency.
I see House End has raised their banners. I can practically smell their greed from here. Doubtless that slug Sorsley is licking his lips even now.
I did not think House Wolfort would deign to request aid.
They surprise even me. Has the young wolf learned to swallow his pride?
What should we do, Your Grace?
We cannot very well be seen to ignore those under our protection. Go.
And what of Prince Roland?
That shall have to wait. We may have use for him yet.
Recent events have not quelled your desire for knowledge, I see. You make your teacher very happy, Frederica.
It is progress that I can see. I enjoy the growth that comes with learning.
And you should be proud.
Sheila, why do you think my brother attacked Glenbrook?
War is a means to an end, always. The question is, what end does he hope to arrive at?
But what could he hope to gain by razing the castle? I can see no point to his cruelty.
There is always a point, Frederica. As for whether others agree with that reasoning, well, oftentimes that doesn't matter.
How dreadful. Why must it come to arms? Why can't we settle our differences with words?
So long as men covet, there will be war. That fact is immutable.
Then war will continue forever, so long as men exist. Isn't that what you're saying?
Indeed. History has attested to that fact time and again.
What could there possibly be in this world worth risking life and limb for? I cannot fathom the answer.
And 'tis not a question you should trouble yourself with answering, Frederica.
And so did the two forces converge on the Wolfort domain, now the linchpin of the Norzellian continent. From the west, General of Vlora leads the might of the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost. From the east, Sorsley End of the Saintly Seven commands an army from the holy state of Heisent. From within the heart of this maelstrom, one man strives to find the path that will see the house he serves safely through the storm. Benedict Pascal, steward of House Wolfort, wise in war and peace alike, contemplates what to do next.
Release his fetters.
Yes, Your Grace.
You look well, my prince.
What are you doing here?
I bring good tidings. Your execution has been stayed. And I have a request to make of you.
What? What have you not already taken from me?
The good tidings did not end with a lease on life, my prince. I mean to marry your sister.
What?
However, I fear that without your assistance, she may not be entirely amenable to the arrangement.
Has your ambition driven you mad? I'll hang before I see you wed.
I had feared you might say that. In the days ahead, do remember that at first I attempted a diplomatic approach.
You bastard!
Anna, a report on our current situation, if you will.
Yes, sir. Both Aesfrost and Heisent have mustered armies and are drawing upon Castle Wolfort as we speak. Given the sudden military action, Prince Roland's execution has been stayed.
Thank you, Anna. We have much to consider.
Indeed. Our situation may be grim, but there is opportunity in chaos. However, we have scarce little time to find it.
What are you thinking, Benedict? Are we to seriously consider fighting under Aesfrost's banners?
The time that House Wolfort could stand alone ended with the Salt Iron War. There is no future for us if we do not cast our lot with a greater nation. However, we at least have the freedom of choice.
Choice? What choice do we have?
I see. You had an ulterior motive to requesting aid from Aesfrost.
Just so. We could offer Heisent a glorious victory.
The Archduke's army would be caught off guard. Are you certain Heisent would offer us asylum?
Most certainly. House End would be eager to bolster their flagging reputation by defeating Aesfrost in the field. Doubtless, both nations view us as prey on its last legs. They forget that a cornered wolf is the most dangerous.
That means we must consider allying with Aesfrost as well.
If that is what we decide, then so be it, so long as we decide. Aesfrost did not ignite the fires of war lightly. They prepared for 30 years. Even so, they would only have acted if they had confidence in their chances at victory.
Do you believe Aesfrost's ambition could swallow even Heisent?
That ain't the point. After what those bastards did, I can't well say I savor the thought of fighting under them. Couldn't look at myself in the mirror, in fact.
Nothing would be more shameful than failing our duty to our house.
So we have to decide then. Aesfrost or Heisent?
Neither force has the upper hand. Our choice will surely guide the tide of battle.
Very well. Then let us consult the scales.
We must decide. Quite true. Certainly not. Certainly not. And
Serenoa. Is that so? Surely.
What do you think? You're onto something.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we join forces with the army of Aesfrost, or do we choose to side with Heisent? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
I stand with you, my lord.
I wholeheartedly agree.
You won me over.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided. We ally with the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost and decimate the Heisentian forces. The road forward is decided. We shall join forces with Aesfrost to crush the Heisentian army.
I shall send word at once to begin planning our strategy.
I'll tell the guards to shut the gates and tighten their patrols.
Thank you. Then let us attend to our duties.
Minister Sorsley, leading the forces of the Holy State of Heisent, moves to oust the embattled House Wolfort from their castle home. The once proud house has found themselves shorn of the freedom they held so dear, and trapped between two nations bent on expansion. Their only hope of survival is to cast their lot with one of their would-be adversaries. Serenoa chooses to side with the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost. Although the wounds of recent betrayals have yet to heal, he sets aside the burden of his grudges so that his name may live to see the morrow.
Sheila, tell us what you know about this Minister Sorsley.
Sorsley is one of the Saintly Seven. He oversees the salt harvest at the source and the Roselle that work there.
His authority over Heisent's salt gives him great influence, but many whisper of his petty and jealous nature behind his back.
So he's got the resources to put up a fight then, eh?
And he has been preparing for this moment. We can expect his forces to be well-provisioned and well-trained.
He is not an opponent to be taken lightly. There is a reason he sits among the Saintly Seven.
This may be our hardest fight yet.
Hence the importance of our alliance. Without Aesfrost, we are lost. The future of House Wolfort will hinge on the hours to come. May we all arrive at the end of them safely.
House Wolfort shall persevere.
My lord, we've received word from General Vlora. She plans to meet the enemy army at the docks. She asked that we meet her there at once to hold a war council.
Then let us not keep her waiting.
And you are certain the other saints harbor no suspicions?
House End is known for its clandestine dealings. They suspect nothing outside of the ordinary.
Good. Do not fail me, Booker. We must open another transportation route now that Glenbrook is close to us. We mustn't let a mere war stem the flow of our goods.
Of course, Your Excellency. Once we have secured the Wolfort domain, I suspect our work will proceed even faster than before. To say nothing of the accolades you are sure to receive from the Holy One for bringing Wolfort into the fold.
At last, Exham and those sniveling upstarts will know their place. They will see who among the Saintly Seven truly wields the power, as will the Holy One. It is time to grasp the glory we deserve, Booker. To Wolfort Harbor!
I've had enough.
You've had enough? Where are your manners? You are our captive, and it is only by my brother's grace that you aren't eating scraps off the floor.
She should be crying tears of joy for our largesse. Perhaps she still has delusions of royalty. We should disabuse her of such notions. She must learn to finish her meal, even if we must force it down her gullet. Don't flail too much, dear, else this fork might prick something it isn't meant to.
Get away!
What is that infernal racket?
She's so cruel, brother. She said she spits on Aesfrost's generosity.
Must you bicker like children? Remind me how old you are, Erica.
Have you finished with your duties, brother? If so, perhaps we could enjoy a meal together.
My duties are endless. In fact, I would have you two oversee our occupation of the capital in my stead.
Can't you have that brute of Vlora do it?
General Avlora is afield. House Wolfort has requested our aid, and they deserve some token for handing us the prince. Your options for rescue are fast dwindling, Princess.
They'll be gone at last. It must be tonight.
Our scouts have sent their report. Heisent's forces will arrive at nightfall.
We will do battle in the dark, then.
We should map out the perimeter and terrain before they come.
You sound frightened. There's no need. My troops shall make quick work of Sorsley. You will see that giving us Roland was the wise choice.
I simply think it best to be prepared. There is no room for regrets in battle.
She doesn't think much of us, does she? Are you certain she can be trusted?
We are allies, for now at least. That being said, Aesfrost only benefits from us being indebted to them, and from seeing our numbers diminished.
So, she'll help us win, after she watches us grind each other to a bloody pulp.
I'm afraid we will have to disappoint her in that regard. She will see this day how House Wolffort earned its reputation.
So, you have accepted the embrace of your enemy, while the blood of the king is still warm upon their hands.
All I do for my house.
And was it for your house that you betrayed the prince you called a friend? I must admire your lack of scruples. We are not so dissimilar, you and I. It is for the glory of my own house that I must divest you of your own.
You talk too much, Sorsley. Pretty words cannot hide that ravenous glint in your eyes.
Ha! Aesfrost's dog is in no position to lecture me on greed. All that matters is victory. Save your moralizing for the histories.
Then you are bent on seeing this war continue, I take it.
Stand back, Your Excellency. These worms are not worthy to face you. Allow me this pitiable task.
Your loyalty is duly noted, Booker. I expect a grand display.
Lord Serenoa, on the battlefield, justice is decided by strength of arms. Naught else matters.
My sword shall expel these intruders from our land and protect House Wolfort's honor.
Very good. Troops, advance! Lord Serenoa, we shall form the vanguard!
Understood.
Please, leave everything to me.
Capture the Wolfort domain, and the future of our house shall be steeped in glory. All troops, advance!
Today, we show Aesfrost and Heisent that we will suffer no invaders in our home.
Let us pry out their weakness. This must work.
Face me if you dare!
What are the auxiliary troops doing? Board the boat and cut through their flanks! General Avlora, your strength is legendary, even in Heisent. However, every legend must meet its end in time. Every defense has a weakness.
My turn. You won't reach me.
I shall protect you. Just as I planned. Let me return the favor.
Here I come.
Forward!
You're open.
Let me return the favor.
Allow me.
in me.
You've left yourself open.
Let me heal your wounds. Make the most of this.
At your command. Out of my way!
The heavens judge you. The heavens rage.
I will crush you!
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Well now. Minister Sorsley is watching us. Do not disgust him with failure. The pain will end soon.
Your orders?
Allow me.
Death must wait. That went well.
Face me if you dare!
My turn.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Well now.
This battle is ours.
That hit the mark.
I can do it. Lend me your wings, Groovy! This battle is won! Consume you!
For the honor of House Wolfort. Now I end this.
I shall do what I can. Be at ease.
I am gracious.
I shall try my level best.
You've left yourself open.
My time has come. On guard!
No. How could I bear to face Minister Sorsley after this?
Face me if you dare!
Time to work.
You won't escape. This'll hurt. Sound strike.
Death must wait. Your defense. That went well.
Impressed?
My turn. You'll be nothing but a blood stain upon my blade!
Here I come. Take that!
From where shall we strike? Perish!
Shall we begin? All back.
I shall try my level best. Preparation is key.
Your orders?
Sound strike.
Try this.
Victory is within reach.
At your command.
On guard!
My time is now.
Face me if you dare. I do not leave survivors.
Taste my shield!
I must hold firm.
It ends!
Allow me.
Here I come.
Time to work.
Defeat is not an option.
I shall do what I can. Be at ease.
My apologies.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
I will crush you!
The heavens judge you!
I stand ready.
On guard!
If I still breathe, I still fight.
Farewell! Booker, you incompetent weakling!
How could you be defeated by this rabble?
Your Excellency, I have failed you. It is ended. Our home is safe.
How will history remember this day, Sorsley? I think it will remember it as your last.
Wait!
What are those flames?
That smoke, those explosions, they come from Castle Wolford.
Heisentian reinforcements!
Exham! What in the blazes are you doing here?
I am here to declare myself the victor. My thanks for the diversion, Minister Sorsley.
What? You snake!
Is that any way to speak to the hero who won the day? Castle Wolfort has fallen by my hand.
He speaks true. The flames have been lit.
They signal our defeat. Only a trusted few know to light them.
No!
Then the battle is ended. It would be folly to shed blood further.
Defeat is not an easy draft to swallow, but a good general knows when to retreat. For that, she has my respect. And what of you, Lord Wolfort? Your father and subjects are as of yet unharmed.
I yield. I shall give the order to lay down our arms.
Three armies clash, their battle cries ringing across blood-soaked fields. When the chaos subsides, the gallant figure of Exum Marshal stands victorious. General of Vlora sees the tide turning against her and retreats before it swallows her whole. The bitter taste of defeat is unfamiliar to her tongue.
Don't think that seat's meant for you, friend. Lord of the house only.
Ah, but who is lord over a fallen castle? By rights, it should belong to its conquerors. From my perspective, it is clear who that is.
Those purple flames. So that was the full measure of Heisent's new weapon.
Beautiful, no? Courtesy of our capable researchers at the Ministry. I'm afraid it's still a work in progress, but I hope you found our initial display compelling. If not, I'm sure my men could be persuaded to give another.
There is no need for that. I will not see my people suffer further.
I'm glad we've reached an accord. Leave us.
Yes, my lord.
What is the meaning of this?
It is all too easy to make enemies when one is young and talented. And so every so often, I must put on a display like this. Anyhow, I've come to speak with you, Lord Cyrano. Once I've said my piece, we shall leave.
What could I possibly gain from hearing you out?
There are parasites within Heisent that grow fat on the goddess's blessing at the expense of those who deserve it. I would ask for your aid in purging this sickness from our beloved nation.
I'm listening. Go on.
Before boring you with details, allow me to give you this.
What is it?
The latest medicine developed at our ministry.
And why would we need anything your alchemists brew up? Lord Simon will be back on his feet in no time.
Ah, so the rumors are true then.
Curses! Heisantian trickery!
The draft is efficacious, you can be sure. His heart will beat as steadily as it did in youth.
Thank you.
Pray, save your gratitude until after you've heard the favor I ask in return.
You would propose a deal.
I would. You are familiar with Minister Sorsley End. As head of his house, and one of the Saintly Seven, long has he overseen the distribution of salt. Which would be all well and good, were he not profiting personally by abusing his station. He peddles salt outside the purview of the consortium.
But how is that possible?
A man of his influence has his means, no doubt. The consortium is not well liked by all, 'tis true, but they have done more good than harm in ensuring that each nation is given fair treatment in matters of trade. If these claims against Minister Sorsley are true, he would be in direct violation of the Accords.
Precisely so, and in his violation he would leave an indelible stain on our nation's reputation.
The source is vast, and not even a legion of guards could hope to have eyes on every inch of it.
Of course, we must bear some of the responsibility for Minister Sorslay's misdeeds. However, the fact that Aesfrost is implicated in these dealings makes the matter somewhat more delicate.
I have heard rumors. It seems they were true.
Then you understand that his greed touches the lives of people even outside our nation's borders. Which brings us to my request.
What would you have us do?
I would see Minister Sorsley relieved of his position.
And his life, I take it?
A man after my own heart. Speaking of which, I pray your Lord Father sees a quick recovery. Now, I shall return the castle to your safekeeping.
That's quite generous of you.
I've already made quite the request of you. To impose any more would be unseemly.
I take it this request isn't one we can refuse.
You're quite perceptive. I like that. Well then, I shall take my leave. May our next meeting bring good tidings.
Do you require assistance, Your Excellency?
I require silence. Can't you see I'm thinking here?
Exham's meddling is unfortunate. He hid his investigations well. He may have already poisoned the Holy One against us. We must take action, and soon. If our dealings were to come to light, it would have grave implications.
Do you understand the meaning of silence? If you insist on pestering me so, then tell me what you would do.
I would do whatever Your Excellency commands.
He is commanding you to find him a way out of this mess. Have you no ideas for me?
I fear not, Your Excellency.
Useless! Would you see me dead then? We can't let the Wolforts fall into Exham's clutches. They are too valuable. I must find a way to make them see the upside of being in my good graces.
Brother! There you are!
Cordelia!
Shh! You have to run, now!
Come out, Your Highness.
Not so loud. Anyone finds out about this, it'll be our heads on pikes.
I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
Nonsense. You're more courageous than you know. It's time for us to go. Cordelia?
I'm staying here.
What? Why? After all this?
That is all the more reason for me to stay. I will avenge our family. I will find out what Aesfrost's schemes are. And when the time is right, I shall bring them down.
You intend to wed the Archduke, then?
Yes.
I will come for you, sister. This I swear. Until I do, take care of yourself, will you?
It seems Heisent has withdrawn from the Wolford domain.
And left the Wolforts with their independence? How very uncharacteristic of them.
Doubtless they mean to use the Wolforts against us. The illusion of freedom will make them more pliable to an entreaty from their saviors. So not only has House Wolford defied us, but the Holy State stands with them.
I suppose even zealots can be coaxed from their pulpits. General Avlora reported the use of a weapon which caused an explosion of purple smoke throughout the battlefield.
Yes, not but bluster and fury for now. But who knows what may become of it in time. The situation has become vexing.
The failure was mine, Your Grace.
Failure does not become you, Avlora. You know what I expect. May you never utter those words in my presence again.
Yes, Your Grace.
Have you news of the prince's whereabouts, Thalas?
I'm afraid not. Information seems to have slowed down to a trickle. But worry not, brother. The sizable bounty I put on his head should motivate the more industrious of our subjects to action.
We cannot let him live. Find him at all costs.
My lord, the prince has returned.
What? Is he hurt?
Slightly the worse for wear, but he appears hale, my lord.
I feared we wouldn't see the day.
Sarah Noah, will you welcome an old friend back into your home?
With pleasure.
Anna, does anyone else know of Prince Roland's whereabouts?
None. Of that I made sure. Only those present here know where he is.
Very good. Let no one else approach these chambers.
Gustave plans to wed my sister. He will proclaim his intent soon.
Cordelia? But why would he do that?
To secure his stranglehold on Glenbrook.
So the throne was his goal all along. In that case, why murder his own kin?
That bastard. Schemes upon schemes.
Cordelia seems to have accepted her fate, but I refuse to. I mean to stop this wedding. And I need your help. We must put an end to Aesfrost's machinations once and for all. Together. Can I count on you?
My prince, as your friend, I must be frank. We find ourselves in a delicate situation. A single rash move could mean the loss of our home.
For now, we must let Heisent and Aesfrost think our loyalty can be won by force or intimidation.
And to that end, we have a bargain with Heisent to fulfill. That must come first before all.
I see. Of course, I cannot blame you. You have subjects to keep safe after all. I apologize for imposing. I shall leave this place. Only tragedy will come if I stay.
My prince, if I may. Considering recent events, there may be no safe haven for you in all of Norzelia. However, I have a proposition.
Speak plainly, Benedict. What is it?
Give me your royal signet. Apologies, but I will not be able to return it.
My signet! The last proof of my lineage. But why?
So you may die, my prince.
Don't you have anything to say? I freed my brother.
We are to be wed. I must learn to forgive such rash impulses as you are prone to have.
I spit on your forgiveness. I'll never return your hollow gestures.
As you wish. Your brother has nowhere to run in any case. However, House Wolfort is a nuisance. A nuisance I cannot expunge without earning Heisent's ire. But it would seem that no longer matters. My hour has arrived. Mine. The time has come to carve my mark into Nozelia.
Hey, boss! Come take a look at this!
The poor soul. Or maybe not so poor, judging by these clothes.
Hey, Pa! Remember what I said about that reward money?
Of course I do. This might just be him.
Pa, take a look at this!
Shiny ring, huh? Is that, the royal emblem? This has got to be Prince Roland!
The corpse is regrettably too damaged to identify, but the royal signet is unmistakable. Aside from Cordelia, there is only one who would wear the royal family's ring. There can be no doubt. This is Prince Roland.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but about that reward.
Thalas, give them their coin.
Yes, brother.
Thank you kindly for your generosity, Your Grace.
What a waste. Is this truly how the kingdom of Glenbrook meets its end?
House Wolfort are no fools. Their friend was only a liability. They have spared themselves by forsaking the prince. They may have escaped, but there are none who would help them. There is no reason for us to concern ourselves with House Wolfort any longer.
A shame.
Your poor brother, betrayed by his most trusted friend.
Oh, Roland.
And so, matters with the Wolforts were settled, as peaceably as could be expected. I trust they shall flourish with your support, Minister Sorsley.
Your story leaves me with one question, Exam. Was it not your forces who took Castle Wolford? Yet you leave them with their freedom.
One so accustomed to the intrigues of politics surely sees the reason why. Their true enemies are the Aesfrosti. And the Hierophant would know the true reasons behind Aesfrost's recent machinations. In this endeavor, a free ally would suit us better than a beaten subject.
I see. While kept on a short leash, they can be useful guard dogs. But that leash can always be cut if they prove feral.
Just so. An open hand in the right situation can win so much more than a closed fist.
You may be right.
Ah, but before I leave, the Holy One expressed some concern for you. Have you had any troubles managing this salt as of late?
None at all, naturally.
Splendid.
My lord, word from Sorsley End of Heisent has arrived. He has offered to send us provisions and funds in our situation.
A most welcome offer, to be sure, but why would he extend a helping hand to us now? Could he be after something?
Undoubtedly, there are regrettably none so altruistic amongst the Saintly Seven. Seeing as Minister Sorsley has never shown much interest in other nations, I can only surmise this is a ploy to put Wolfort in his debt.
As I suspected. But our people and soldiers need all the help they can get.
This is also a good opportunity to fulfill our promise to Minister Exham.
I assure you, Minister Sorsley won't be the only one with ulterior motives in this exchange. Let us accept his proposal.
Understood. We shall discuss our countermeasures at another time.